Hi all, welcome to Salesforce in 5 minutes. In this video, we are going to understand what exactly is a dialogue in an Einstein bot. But before getting started, if you really like my videos, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. So there are two definitions to the dialogue in an Einstein bot. One of them is nothing but dialogue is nothing but a canvas. Okay, it's plain canvas where you can do different kinds of an operation. For an example, I'll just show you. Let's go to the dialogues. So here I had created a dialog. This is a test dialog. I had created a dialog in the previous video. So if I go to this dialog, it acts as a complete canvas where you can add the components, right? For an example, I can call a apex class, I can call a flow, I can call a goal, I can call a knowledge feedback, or even I can ask a question. It can be dynamic or static, or I can just show a message. Okay, simple terms, dialog is nothing but a canvas where you can do different kinds of operation. As you can see, I can end the chat, and there are different kinds of operation that I can do. So dialog is nothing but a canvas where you can define the operation that you have to perform. It's a canvas where you can perform different kinds of operations, like asking a question and other stuff. The another definition to the dialogues is nothing but it defines the flow in which your Einstein bot is going to execute. So for an example, you want, okay, first step, you should ask a question, right? Or let's say first you want to greet a particular the customer, right? So I'm going to call it G. Okay, greet. Okay, fine. Don't go on this. Okay, first is nothing but let's say greet. Next, what we want is we want to ask a question. Let's say I want to ask right, I want to ask a question. Oh, I want to ask a question, let's say, right? Next, what I want to do, I want to call a flow, right? Don't go on the diagram, but just understand what things are happening at the back end, right? You want to call a flow or something like that, right? So what kind of operations or in what sequence the operation is going to happen, and what sequence the Einstein bot is going to getting executed, that can also be defined using a dialog. So I'm going to demonstrate the same. So first, what happens is, by default, Einstein bot executes this welcome dialog, okay, which is going to just greet, hi, I am Jarvis, a digital assistant. next step next step, what we are doing is we're starting another dialogue. Okay, so again, one more thing, there are two types of dialogues. One is the standard dialogue, that is main menu, transfer to an agent, end chat, confuse. These are provided by the uh, Einstein bot itself. But on the other hand, you can also create your own custom dialog to do different kinds of operations. So right now, what is happening is, first a welcome dialog is going to getting executed. Okay, after that, in the next step, I'm going to execute a main menu, that is nothing but another dialog. Inside main menu, there are different operations we are performing. So now, instead of welcome, what I'm going to do is, or instead of main menu, I'm going to call another dialog. Let's say this is a test dialog. Okay, I'm going to call this, this is a test dialog, and I'm going to save it. So what's going to happen is, first, welcome, it's going to show, hi, I am Jarvis, a digital assistant. And in the next thing, it's just going to go ahead and call, this is a test dialog. Inside this is a test dialog, I'm just going to show a message. Okay, let's, inside this component, I'm going to add a message. This is newly created dialog message. So once this message has been executed, in the next step, what we want to do, I want to start another dialog, let's say. So I'm going to create another new dialog, let's say message one, right? And save it. So another dialog is created inside this. Okay, sorry, no, save. Okay, while if you move from one dialog to another dialog, please save it. Okay, but else you won't be able to go to another dialog. So let's go to the next message one dialog. Inside this dialog, again, I'm going to write this message one, and same vice versa. Again, in the next step, you can call another dialog, or you can show a menu, or do anything what you want to, right? So if you see, first, what's going to happen is, welcome dialog, by default, welcome dialog is going to get executed, saying that, hi, I'm Jarvis, a digital assistant. And next step, it's just going to call another dialog, which is defining the flow of your Einstein bot. So it's going to call, this is a test dialog. Inside this is a test dialog, I'm just showing a message, this is newly created dialog message, right? As soon as this message is shown, it will go and execute another dialog, which is nothing but message one. Inside this message one, we are just showing message one, that's it. And in the next step we are just waiting for the customer's input. So the customer is going to type. So at this start itself, what's going to happen is it's just going to greet us. Next thing, it's just going to say that okay, this is the newly created dialog message, and the next one it's just going to say message one, and it's going to wait for our input. So what we are doing is using dialogs, we are defining the flow in which the Einstein bot is going to getting executed. So let's preview it quickly. Text preview. So I'm just going to say hi. See, hi, I'm Jarvis. He greeted us. Next, this is newly created dialog message and message one. So what happened is using dialogs, you defined the steps in which then Einstein bot is going to execute. So the Einstein bot is used in two ways. One of them is defining the flow of your Einstein bot. One. Second is defining what actions has to be performed in each canvas using Einstein bot. So this is basically what dialogue is used for in Einstein bots. If you found this video helpful, I request you to please subscribe to this channel.